Hi, it's Sally again. In this video, I'm going to be talking about our ordering experience, the product quality, and the delays with Passive House or European timber windows and doors. You can see here, this is my living room, open plan room, dining area, and we've been living like this for 6 months over the entire winter. It's now the end of September, and the windows were due to be installed at the end of March. Taking it back a step, we paid for the windows a year ago now, the first instalment, and they were delivered at the end of March or mid-April, after my builders had already done the works here, and thankfully they didn't do the same thing over in the other window areas of the house. There's an equivalent amount of glass that should also be missing in the kitchen and living areas. We got the frames delivered back in April, and unfortunately they were quite substandard. Scratches, lamination lines, pitting, holes in them, drainage holes that just looked like somebody had smashed them out. So unfortunately I sent them back, and after a lot of arguing and resistance from Passive House, they did agree to fix them. I showed them to a number of people in the trade, and they all agreed that they were unacceptable as they were, especially given the fact that they are super premium, supposedly super premium windows and doors, which we have paid well above the odds for compared to normal glazing options. I've been up to the factory twice to have a look at them. We had another issue with a window not being made to the correct size, which they have refused to fix. So that'll be something that we need to try and deal with when we do the installation, and stand by for the next exciting instalment on that. I went with Passive House originally because they were premium product. Their website reflected that they had all the boxes ticked. They have a very low U value on their windows. I'm getting triple glazed windows, and I saw an install that they had done in my area, of a front door area, which looked good. So I went with them. Peter was a very convincing and persistent salesman. Lots of phone calls, lots of follow-up. He couldn't have been more helpful with providing information on their windows. But of course, once the money's paid, then the phone calls stop. I have had to call them every promise of delivery that they have made. I have had to call them the week prior and say, is this happening? And they inevitably come back within a few days and say, oh no, it's not happening now. I have actually spoken to a number of people since our debacle here, trying to understand why this is happening. One of them was a competitor, and they said that they have at least 3 or 4 cases a year where they have to come and fix up the installation of what's been done by Passive House or European timber windows and doors. They also have found out from other customers that they have had similar horrendous experiences where they have actually been out of their house for over a year. We luckily have been able to live here, even though it's been freezing cold, often 12 degrees inside in the mornings. but they also had problems once the windows and doors were installed, that they had massive water leakage. So we'll be standing by for that.